Hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Hope everyone is fine and doing good and preparing well every day. So, as you all know that we have been discussing about the wave motion and all from the past 2 weeks. Now today we are going to study about two things in this class. That is, the one thing is what is the intensity of a wave? What is the meaning of intensity? Suppose light. So there are two bulbs you consider. Or you consider two sources who can produce sound. Or in your class only, one speaks louder, one speaks slower. So the one who speaks louder, that means the quantity of sound is more, that only we call it as intensity. But sound is like what? Sound travels in the form of wave. So that intensity of sound is nothing but intensity of wave. So intensity of sound wave, intensity of any wave. So there is a wave traveling in a medium. Then what is the energy associated with the wave? What is the intensity associated with the wave? Or what is the amount of intensity it is carrying? It is carrying along with it from one point to another point. One bulb is there. When you switch on, light will come out some quantity. It will travel in different distances along the all possible directions. So the light intensity is reaching at different points at different amounts. When you look at the closer point of a bulb, the brightness is more, that means intensity is more. And at far distance, the brightness is less, the intensity is also less. Or else you consider, now I am speaking, now you just stand in front of me. Then, or I came and say loudly something just near to your ear. Then you will say like this. Why? Because the loudness is very high. The intensity is very high. When it reaches your ear, what happens? The eardrums get disturbed. So that's why you will give a different kind of reaction. But when same sound, now you are 10 meter far away, I made the same intensity, ooh, like that. Same intensity I made, but same reaction you will not give because the same intensity will not reach your ear. So what I am trying to say is, the intensity of wave is different at different distances, is different for different sources. So finally we need to conclude one mathematical expression, like based on what factors the intensity of a wave can be calculated. On what factors it will depend. So for that, let us consider one wave is traveling. So wave traveling in a medium. So there is some medium. Now wave is traveling through the medium. So this is the direction of propagation. Now you consider a volume, small volume. For understanding I am drawing this much big, but actually it is small volume. Let's take the length is dx and area is something a. Then the small volume what we considered is a dx. area into length, like cylindrical shape. Now this is the small volume I considered. Now when sound is traveling at one particular instant within this volume, how much energy is there, exists? That is called energy. Now the energy, if you find something U, then energy by volume if you find, then we call it as something else, which we learned already, that is energy density. So we have to calculate first energy and then we can calculate energy density. Now, what is the first thing? Energy. See here, wave is carrying some energy. So that how we calculate is that energy will be given to particles of the medium. They start vibrate and they get kinetic energy. Because we already calculated the speed of the particle. So what is the speed of the particle equation? A omega cos omega t minus kx. Now within this volume some amount of particles are vibrating. Let's say the mass is m. Then the total kinetic energy is half mv square. Or else kinetic energy per unit volume. So kinetic energy by volume, that is half mv square is a square omega square cos square omega t minus kx. I substituted velocity value. But here I took by volume. What is the volume here? Area. Don't represent with A. Why? Here already one representation is there, A. What is this A actually? Amplitude. So that's why let us represent the area as S. Area of cross section is S. Surface area. Now area into width dx. Right? So this is the kinetic energy per unit volume. But here mass by R, simply you write first volume. Mass by volume is what? Density. So half rho a square omega square cos square omega t minus kx. So this is the kinetic energy per unit volume associated with the wave within this region. But there is also some potential energy for the particles of the medium, definitely. So that total energy will become sum of kinetic energy and potential energy, same like SH. We found first kinetic energy, then we found potential energy, then we added both of them. Then we got total energy same way. But here, let us use one simple logic that there we calculated that and we proved that K maximum equal to U maximum equal to total energy. Yes sir. So the total energy is equal to maximum kinetic energy or maximum potential energy. I hope you remember this equation. Half m omega square a square. So same way, let us take that the maximum kinetic energy equal to total energy. Now, if you consider that equation, see, what is this value? Kinetic energy per unit volume. Then, total energy equal per unit volume equal to kinetic energy maximum per unit volume. Why? Because total energy equal to what? K maximum. So E is nothing but K maximum by volume. This is energy per unit volume, which we call it as energy density. Again I am telling, last class also I said, density is not always mass by volume. Density can be defined for any quantity. There you defined for mass, that's why it is mass density. Now we are defining for energy, so it is energy density. But volume density. So energy volume density or volume energy density, or simply you can say energy density, that equal to half rho omega square a square, and K maximum they are talking. This is K, but we want K maximum. So K maximum means cos should become maximum. What is the maximum value for cos? 1. The maximum value cos theta can get is how much? 1. So that's why the K maximum is how much it will become? Half rho a square omega square. This is 1. So finally we got energy density or kinetic energy maximum per unit volume. So this is the first important relation. From this, the total energy associated is half rho omega square a square into volume. I took volume this side. This is energy by volume. If I write the equation for energy, then it will become half rho omega square a square energy density into volume. Because energy density equal to energy by volume, then energy equal to energy density into volume. But I took already this equation as S into dx. Starting only we took some cylindrical surface area S of small length dx. So within that small volume, what is the total energy associated? Half rho omega square a square into S into dx. So what is this? Energy. What energy? Energy carried or possessed by wave in particular length dx through cross section S. Then they can ask one more thing. So this is one question they can ask. But most of the times they don't prefer to ask question based on this. Then don't ask me why you derived this one. Why? Because the next quantity depends on this. Without this we can't get that one. That's why. But still it is less important when it comes to the entrance question. Because they used to ask question based on intensity usually. Now let's take. So here this is the energy, total energy associated with the wave. Now the next question what they can ask is power. You have studied work, energy, power. What is the power formula? Work by time or energy by time or dW by dt, instantaneous power, anything. So if you divide this with time, then power P equal to E by dt, some small time. Why we are taking small time? Because we took small width, small distance. So the time taken to cover that distance, how much? Dt. Then if you divide this, half rho omega square a square into S, dx by dt is rate of change of displacement position, that is speed. So what is the power equation? Half rho omega square a square into area into velocity. But this also less important, means the question most of the time they won't ask based on this also. Still suspense is carrying, right? Don't worry. One last and final equation. That is, the final equation is intensity. What is that? Intensity. So intensity of the wave. So what is the intensity? Intensity means power per unit area. How much power is reaching from the source on a particular area. That is called intensity. Suppose here one source is there. At this distance, intensity means you will get that what area I should consider. See here, this is the source, this is the distance. Then at same distance you will not get only one point. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like so many points will be there at same distance from the source. If you join all the points, then particular surface area you will get, and that area is called this one. How much power distributed through particular area. So that power per unit area is defined as what? Intensity. So power by area. Area is how much? S. So bring this S this side. Half rho omega square A square into V. What is this? Intensity. Now finally we got the most important equation, that is half rho omega square A square into V. Now here the one question they can ask like direct formula based, where rho is density of the medium in which or through which the wave is traveling, and omega is angular frequency, or omega equal to 2 pi by t, t is time period, and a is the amplitude maximum displacement, v is the speed of wave, omega by k or lambda by t. So this is the intensity associated. Now one wave is traveling with particular amplitude in particular medium. Another wave is also traveling in the same medium. So both are traveling in same medium means density same. If they mention frequencies are same, then omega is same, because omega is 2 pi f. See, two intensities if you compare, then rho 1 by rho 2, omega 1 by omega 2 whole square, and a1 by a2 whole square into v1 by v2. Now here same medium, then this will get cancelled. Same frequency, this will get cancelled. Same speed, then this will get cancelled. Don't ask me if same amplitude also. If everything is cancelled, then what we have to calculate? Depends. But here ratio you can find between two waves. What is the ratio of their intensities? So here if you look at the equation, intensity of a wave depends on four quantities: density of the medium, frequency, amplitude and speed. So this is all about the intensity of a wave. So here direct formula based question when they are asking, calculation will be bit difficult or lengthy, so please try to take care of calculation properly. So conversion also big calculation you need to take properly. Okay, so you try to do that well. So this is the intensity of a wave. Now one more thing also we need to study, that is all about intensity of sound wave. So these days they are not asking question based on that, but still we have to understand that one. So what is that thing? Let us try to understand. That is completely related to what? Intensity of sound wave. Now, as I told, we need to discuss about intensity of a sound wave. So it's not about the intensity of any wave, any sound wave we can find it. It's all about what are the few basic things we need to learn. See, generally we as a human being, we need to talk about our ability. It's all about that. Means we able to hear sound. Yes or no? We are. But while listening, when I speak slowly, I said something, but you did not hear anything because the intensity was very less. Now suppose you are three friends. One, two, three. One is telling to other very secretly. Then the other person cannot hear it because the intensity is very less. But still this person can hear it. And same way, when you take a big vessel and just near, imagine, or make some sound, ooh, here. Then the sound intensity as it increases, you cannot bear it. If that sound intensity keep on increases, blood also can come from the ear. Yes sir, you can die, we can die because of the sound also. So that's why when you consider the human ear, the minimum intensity is this much. And the maximum bearable intensity is 1 watt per meter square. Because intensity means power by area. Power means watt, area means meter square. So this much less, this much maximum we can hear. This generally we call it as I naught. So the minimum we can bear, minimum intensity, and this is the maximum intensity we can bear. But instead of saying in terms of intensity, what is the level of sound we will say for any sound. Suppose some other sound is there, whose intensity is something 10 power minus 5. Now by comparing to this minimum, we will say what is the level of that sound. That is called sound level. Any sound, what is the level of sound? And that formula they have given as 10 log I by I naught. 10 log I by I naught. So I naught is this intensity. I is the intensity the source is delivering, giving. Suppose I am speaking, I am delivering some sound, there is some intensity. Now what is my sound level compared to this base one? That is called sound level. So this is the formula for that one, whose units are dB, decibel. What is the unit? Decibel. So here using this formula questions can come. Suppose what is the sound level of this maximum one they are asking, suppose. Then sound level equal to 10 log I is 1, I naught is 10 power minus 12 equal to 10 log, take it upside, 10 power plus 12. Here log means base 10, and we know the formula log x power n means n into log x. Power will become multiplier. Same way this will become multiplier. 12 into 10 log 10 base 10. 12 into 10, 120. Log 10 base 10. When both are same, log e base e, log x base x, log y base y. What is the value? 1. So what is the maximum sound level for the human ear? 120 decibel. So this way they can ask question related to intensity of sound, and that you can solve based on this question. What is the sound level of particular sound whose intensity is I? Or else they can ask question in this manner also. See here. What way they can ask? There are two different sounds. This is sound 1. This is sound 2. This intensity I1, this intensity I2. This has particular sound level SL1. This has another sound level, let's say SL2. what is the comparison between sound level of 1 and sound level of 2. See here, if you take SL1, that is 10 log I1 by I0. As we take the formula, here sound level 2 is 10 log I2 by I0. Now what is the difference? SL2 minus SL1. If this is greater, take SL1 minus SL2. Don't worry. I took one relation. SL2 minus SL1. Then here 10, here 10. Take common. Here it is log I2 by I0 minus log here I1 by I0. Now SL2 minus SL1 equal to 10 log A minus log B form, log A by B, log X minus log Y, log of X by Y. So here I2 by I0 divided by I1 by I0, I0 cancel. So 10 log I2 by I1. So this is the formula for what? Difference in sound level of two different sound waves whose intensities are I1 and I2. Here SL2 minus SL1 means I2 by I1. SL1 minus SL2 means reverse will come, I1 by I2. So remember one formula, then other comes automatically. So either they can ask what is the sound level, or they can ask what is the difference in sound level of two different sound waves. So these are the two things based on which also question can come in the entrance. Now one last and final thing for today, that is, so we calculated intensity as half rho omega square A square into V. But actually it is power by area. Now there is a source. The source can be point source. And there is a source, line source. Two possible questions they can give. Now here at any distance R, how intensity changes? At R1, what is the intensity? At R2, what is the intensity? How it varies? Increases or decreases? Like, as distance increases, what happens to intensity? For the line source, as distance increases or decreases, what happens to the intensity? How the intensity depends on distance. Now here, intensity means what? Power by area. But same source means same energy will emit, same power will be there, but area will be different. See here, at one distance, see this is the point source. At one distance, like that, how many points we will get? Many. Here one source is there, mean like this, 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 all the directions. If you join all of them, there must be a sphere around it. So at every point on the sphere, the intensity is same, and that intensity is inversely proportional to area. So what is the area of sphere? 4 pi r square. So intensity is proportional to r square. Now at one distance R1, at another distance R2, if intensities are I1, I2, then I1 by I2 or I2 by I1 is inversely proportional, means R1 by R2 whole square. As distance from the point source increases, distance increases means area increases, intensity decreases. So that is the case when the source is like point source. If the source is line source, then at any distance means, line means like wire, then you have to imagine one cylinder. because you will get at same distance means R like this. What kind of shape you can imagine at same distance? Cylindrical about line source. So what is the surface area of the cylinder? 2 pi r L. L is the length, but length doesn't matter because to what extent it is going doesn't matter. At what distance is important. So the area as intensity inversely proportional to area. Intensity inversely proportional to what? Distance. So in case of point source, intensity inversely proportional to square of the distance. And in case of line source, intensity is inversely proportional to just distance. Here and here, as distance increases, intensity decreases. But here it is inversely proportional to square of the distance. And here it is just inversely proportional to distance. So that is all about intensity of a wave. What is the intensity of the wave? To find that, we found what is the energy, what is the power. Then we defined intensity. Power by area. That is the one question. And other one is intensity of a sound wave or sound level of a sound wave or difference in sound levels of two different sound waves. And the third one is intensity, how it changes with respect to distance from the source in case of point source, in case of linear source or line source. So that is what all about the intensity of the wave. So coming class we will study the new thing. So till that please revise everything and try to understand everything. And today we are discussing something means today's assignment may include few questions related to previous topic also. That's why every time you revise everything, you may get one or two questions from the previous topics also. Right? Thank you so much.